I have an inventory problem, and it's not the type of typical inventory problem that I run into usually. Typically, I have troubles finding inventory at certain times throughout the year, whenever that might be, and then I have to work really hard to get lots of it in so I can continue making money on eBay. But in this case, I actually have the opposite deal going on. I have way too much inventory in here that's not listed. I've gotten more and more lots coming in, more and more bundles, lots and lots of Value Village trips, tons of stuff just sitting around that needs to all be listed. By the way, in case I didn't introduce myself, which I know I didn't, I'm the Commonlad, and welcome to the channel. Yeah, we're here for another video. I make a ton of different videos trying different hustles, doing some Shopify stuff, Instagram stuff, eBay stuff, selling stuff online, making money. If that sounds like stuff that you're interested in, please consider subscribing. But yeah, so I figured I'd take today's video to sort of walk you through some of the more recent things that I picked up. I've got a couple really exciting lots and bundles and items that I have to show you. And then with that, I also want to go ahead and hopefully list a couple things. I think we've sold a couple things as well. So I'm going to pull those, whatever today's orders are, so we'll take a look at those as well. And, just have some fun on the channel. But yeah, it is an inventory problem. It is a problem because there's way too much stuff here. There's way too much money sitting in the stuff here, and the stuff needs to be sold. So I've already started off today here by listing a couple video games. Yeah, I picked all these ones up at the Value Village the other day, $5 a piece, and I think I've listed them all over 10, so we're probably looking at about 60, 70, maybe $80 tops on these games if they all sell for what I listed them for, which they probably should. So that's exciting, I guess. We listed all those, but there's so much more stuff. We barely even made a dent on the stuff that's here. Okay, so what's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about here? You'll see it's an absolute mess, but you're going to have to bear with me here for a little bit. First of all, we have an N64. I picked this up at Value Village the other day for $9.99. That's right, on the electronic shelf. Don't see these too often, but managed to pick that up for a great price. Came with the power supply, which is always a more expensive thing to find, so I'm glad about that. I've added a no-name AV cable, just like one that I got from China. So I'm going to list it as is. I was going to add some remotes and some games, but I can't seem to find any remotes lying around. I know I have them somewhere, but I don't know where they are, and I'm just trying to move things out of here. Should be able to get right around maybe $100 for this thing, maybe a little bit less, I'm not sure, but something around there, and I'll be very happy with it. Moving on over here, I've got a whole bunch more stuff. I picked this stuff all up from one store. I did a TikTok on this the other day. Over the course of a couple days, though, got a Disney Infinity pad right there. We sold those before. Should be able to make some good money. A PlayStation 2 controller here. I'm not actually sure why I bought this. Was I crazy or what's going on here? So this has no grip. Sorry, it's not focusing. But I'm not sure why. Okay. And it's got a big dent there. This was a bad purchase. Yeah, I shouldn't have bought that, actually. This is a really... What's going on there? Uh-oh. Okay, anyway, paid $4.99 on that one. That was not a good buy. I'm not sure why that's even here. Anyway, got more phones here. I got another one of those controllers, which is in much better shape, in there for $4.99. And just a couple of other various items. More and more phones, chargers, an Apple charger, and then a PlayStation 3 right over here. Paid $14.99 on that guy. And we should be able to get, again, around $100. I think I'm going to list this one without any cables, no controllers, just as is, and see if we can sell it quickly. Now, this is the shelf that I've been talking about a lot recently, and it's got all the same stuff on it still. A couple of miscellaneous items I had still list. Bunch of remotes down there. Xbox 360 controller, Kinect sensor. This is like a guitar pedal, I think. Or you guys were actually telling me what this was, and I can't remember what you guys said. But something like that. The white PS3 here is one that I did want to kind of bundle. I'm not sure yet. I want to order a white controller on eBay and then bundle it all together. But then again, I'm not sure if I'll even get around to it, so I might just list it as is, get it out of here, and start moving stuff. A couple of really big units here that need to go, DVD, VHS combos. I'd love to get those out of here as well as some really old stuff from back in like the 30-day challenge days, like literally like probably 6 months old. We've got another 5-disc changer. I probably won't ever buy one of these things again. That was a bad buy, but I'll list it. Why not? And then this was free, so I had to see if that works. If it doesn't, I'm going to chuck it. And then we've got a PS2, a 360, some more cables. This is the PS2 from that big lot that we bought the other day. Wow, I'm talking a lot. But yeah, tons of stuff in there, as well as 2 full bags of miscellaneous Value Village stuff that you guys can see better than I can. Walking into the other room, though, here's where it gets exciting. This is a lot that I picked up the other day from a friend. Paid him $60 for all of the stuff that you see here in these bags, and it's all just miscellaneous video games. I gotta go through it and see what we can list here. Now, some of the cases are empty. So that's something that we have to be aware of. That one's not. Some of them will have their games, some of them won't. I didn't actually pay for the games. I think those were all just sort of given. But these were what I was really paying for in here. This is a Nintendo 3DS. It's a blue one. And we've got a PlayStation 3 as well as a controller. That one's all complete. Should be able to get, what, like $120 for that maybe at a game, and see what we can do. Maybe a couple games. I know people like the bundles. Anyway, then we got a couple PlayStation 4 games over here, a couple other miscellaneous things. I don't know, we make few bucks here and there, but that's that. And I told you guys it gets pretty exciting here. This is a whole bunch of designer dress shoes that I just picked up. Now there's probably about 60 of them here. You can see some decent brands. This is Saint Laurent. These should go for some good money. Let's see what's in here. Just to give you guys an idea, these all have shoes in them. Some of them are used and some of them are brand new. But looking in here, ooh, we've got a nice pair of dress shoes, I guess. Anyway, there's tons and tons of these. Let me show you more. We've got, so all these ones here, and again, I'm not really sure. These Beckers, I looked them up, look like they're worth, or Bakers, Barkers? Barkers. The Barkers here look like they're worth some pretty good money on eBay. I'm not sure yet if I want to bundle them all together, if I want to list them individually, or what my plan is, but I do have them all here, so we got to figure something else. Also coming in here, we've got more of them. We've got some boots. We've got a couple loose pairs. We've got some polo shoes. I'm not sure what we're doing with all these just yet, but we've got plenty and plenty of sneakers and different dress shoes and various different things. Again, about half of them are used, half of them are new, so we got to figure out what we want to do with them. If we're going to list them on eBay, if we're going to just take them somewhere that we'll just buy them all at once, or I'm not sure. Couple issues I found. I think they're a little bit more of a narrow fit, which is going to be harder to describe, and I don't want to have too many returns on this. And then also, they have a smell to them. They were sitting in a storage locker, so they're not super nice smelling, which is not great. But yeah, now you guys can see what I'm up against there. It's a little bit tricky to figure out what to do with those shoes especially. I'm thinking that I can either do like 3 or 4 bundles of them on eBay and just do like auctions maybe, and a reseller could pick them up, buy them, and deal with them themselves. I just don't think I have the time or the willingness to actually go through them all and do that. Although I could, I very well could, and then I'd have to deal with the returns and the customers and shipping them all out individually, and it would just be kind of a pain. But I gotta see if the money's in it, because if there's enough money in it, and let's say they are actually all $300 a box, and they're all like, you know, brand new or whatever, and I can do them pretty quickly, like those Barkers, for example, there's gonna be some good money in it. It's gonna be worth my time. But again, they're not all very super desirable brands, and I'm not sure how quickly they'll sell and how much money we can get. For example, if somebody has said, I'll give you 2,000 bucks for all of them, I'd be like, done, out of the way, and they're done. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that at all, by the way, but that's just sort of an idea as to like sort of my concept as to what I want to do. That's sort of my plan though. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today, I want to try and get some consoles listed, as well as maybe do some other random stuff. I'm honestly not really sure. I have that big lot of 200 loose games I didn't show you there, but it's still sitting over here. And I do have to get that out at some point as well, because those have been sitting around for too long. They ought to all be tested, or refurbished, sorry. So I went through them all. I don't know if I told you the start yet, but I went through all the games and I made sure that they all were working, and which they weren't. Most of them were in really poor cosmetic shape, and the CDs and DVDs or whatever were just in really bad shape. They're all scratched up like crazy. So I gotta take those all and refurbish them. I was able to get like 20 or 30 games out of that lot that actually were like tested going right off the bat, and the listing on eBay said that they were all supposed to work. So I'm not sure what the deal was there. They probably do all work, but they're all in such bad shape I would feel bad selling them. So I've got 30 games or so that are already listed from that lot, but I've got to get the rest of them up. As well as that PS2 Slim. We've got a day ahead of us, but anyway, let's go ahead and see what we can dig into here, and I've also got to pull those orders. Oh, the screen went off. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. So we're off to some good news right off the bat. I think I might know where some cables, or sorry, controllers are for this system, so I'm going to go check on that. I've got a game in it right now, Mortal Kombat 4, and the system is on, which is great, and if you look up here at the television, it's working, which is fantastic. No controller found, but we are working. So that's great. I'm going to test the audio out. I'm going to test the restart button and make sure that it's all working well, as well as plug a controller into it, even if I don't have one to sell with it. I'm sure I have one lying around here somewhere. And then we'll see how it goes. I'm going to list that right away and see how much we can make on it. Okay, I absolutely love testing these little systems. Super simple to test. There's like a power button, you got to test the reset button, test the controller ports, and you're basically done. I put a game in it as well. Obviously, you want to make sure that works, but we're good up on the screen here. Now, unfortunately, I only have this remote. This is one that I kept around here. I've sold all my actual Nintendo brand remotes, so I kept the knockoff one. But I just realized, yeah, I sent out like 4 of them, I think, not too long ago, which is probably where the last of my stock of them went. Anyway, I do have an AV cable and a power cable and this console. That'll make it really easy to list. I'm going to take the game out and keep that as well, just because it makes sense just to list it as just the console with cables. And then I'll hold on everything else and save it for another bundle, or maybe even get some other remotes in or whatever. But for this one, it's going to go out just like so. And yeah, exciting stuff. So let me go ahead and list that. And there we go. Nintendo 64 listed for $119 with the cables. I should have actually put the cables in the first picture here. But anyway, there we go. I did give it a little bit of a cleaning first and whatnot. But I think it should sell pretty quickly. Hopefully there was one exactly like this without any cables that just sold the other day for $115. So I think we should be able to get 120 with it easily. And I would not be surprised if it sold literally today. but let's see how long it takes. Alright, sticking with the video game theme here, I've got two Xbox 360 Kinect sensors. I might go and look around, I might have one more of these somewhere, but this is what I want to list next. Why? I have no idea, because it feels like they're easy, and I don't still have a great inventory system designed for listing the phones and everything. Looks like there's something in that one. However, yeah, I'm going to list these up real quick, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out here if I should do a multi-quantity listing, so just 2 quantity, or if I should do them individually. I guess it depends on how these value village stickers come off, if they leave any residue, and this kind of stuff. But I think I'll be able to get away with a multi-quantity listing on these, and probably list them somewhere like $20, $25, and we paid $4.99 on that one, $5.99 on that one. Let's see how much money we can make on these. Alright, so I just went through and tested both of the Kinect sensors and they both work, so we're ready to go ahead and list these. Now I'm going to do a multi-quantity listing because they did clean up and look basically the same. So what I'm basically going to do is just list these two. If I find another one a little bit later that is the same and is in the same cosmetic shape, I can always go ahead and add it to the listing or do a sell similar, so I'm not too concerned, but I don't see any as of right now. So let's just go ahead and get these two listed up for sale, and then we will move on. Alright, got both Xbox 360 Kinect sensors up. Started the listings at $27.99. There were a couple for sale right now for $24.99, I think 1 or 2. But looking at the solds, it looked like they were going a little bit higher. I saw some as high as $40 for just a sensor. So I figured we'll start it a little bit higher, $27.99, wait a little bit, and we'll get a little bit more money for the sales there. Anyway, I'm going to take a break now, go grab some lunch. I've been listing all morning, and I'll come back here. We'll pull the orders that sold and maybe list a couple more items. We'll see. But yeah, pretty good day so far. Alright guys, just got back and I pulled these on a Tik Tok here. So we've got a couple video games that sold, Ratchet & Clank being one of the ones that we had literally just listed. So that's fantastic. That one sold right off the bat today. And then we've also got a couple that were listed before. This is from another lot that we bought. And then we've got a couple random items here. A wallet, which sold for I think $6 or $7. And then we've got a carabiner and a couple RCA adapters, all in the $5 range there. A couple good sales, so I'm going to go ahead and get these all packed up and then we can continue. Also, I just got in another lot of 200 new bubble mailers. A lot of you guys ask me where I get my bubble mailers from, and I like to say it's from China. These are, I think around 30 cents a piece. I think I paid like $40 for 200 of them. You guys can do the math on that. But anyway, they are just the standard 7x9 ones, and they have the bubble mail inside, so you can pack video games in them whatever you'd like. So I'll be using these to pack up the video games for a day. And yeah, pretty good deal on this stuff. Okay guys, so I was successfully able to deliver all those packages into the post office, and let me just say they went super quick. I've got a new way to start dropping things and shipping things at the post office, which I'm going to share with you guys in an upcoming video, part 2 of my Canada Post guide, because this is a game changer. I've learned a couple things and I can't wait to share them. But yeah, slot mail is totally different now. I figured out how to get the best rates and the easiest way to do it, where you don't even have to line up. Can't wait to share it with you guys. Also, when I was out, managed to get a haircut. So if I look like a different person, that's why. Anyway, pretty excited about all that stuff. It is getting later though into the day, so I am going to call it there, as I still have to go out and probably do some installation on the new office, and then go ahead and get a bunch of Instagram stuff ready, then some other YouTube videos and some more content. So there's plenty still to do, but that's all I'm gonna do for eBay for today. With that all said though, yeah, stay tuned for that shipping video. Should be coming out relatively soon here, and I'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you learned a couple things, or at least just had some fun here hanging out as we listed a couple things and went through a couple things, and also the shoes are coming out soon as well. So yeah, stay tuned for a lot of stuff. If you're not subscribed, please do so below and hit the little bell notification so you never miss a video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know how your store is doing, any sort of questions that you have about, you know, any operations here, anything that you want down below in the comments. I always try to reply to all of them, so yeah, just feel free to go ahead and do that right now. I'll see you guys all in the next video.